afternoon. It's about noontime, 2 minutes before noontime, and we're about to jump right in with all of you from StreetNOW News with our weather for today, February 2nd, Tuesday, 2021. I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, your StreetNOW News journalist-in-chief, broadcaster, Indacarseat, that guy. Well, if you look out the door right now, you're going to see more snow showers coming down. Seems to be falling faster, deeper, appearing to have increased. Flurries, sprinkling and spiraling all over the place, faster in the air than it was yesterday. Even thicker. Hey, look, I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. I'm about to give you the update on the weather from Motel 6, suite number 301. I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD reporting and broadcasting from right there, Georgia Avenue and Butternut Street in Washington, D.C. But before we get it started for you on the weather, we want to remind you to don't stop now. We just want to remind you not to stop now. Under our new platform of a new day, a new administration, a new world, a new nation, and a new StreetNOW News. Don't stop now. I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. Now news with Indacarseat, that guy, Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. We're going to jump right in for you with our weather update starting right now, right exactly at noontime. You are with StreetNOW News in the car. See, that guy, Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. Please make sure you check the credits if you want to know where our resources. We always strive to be ethical for you, with you, and about you. We're going to go ahead and start with the weather. Right now, it's cloudy outside, 33 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Right now, when you walk out that door, it feels like it's 25. The high for today is 35. The low for today is going to be 30 degrees Fahrenheit. That is at 12 noon today. We're looking at, looking on up into the day around 4 p.m. It's going to peak beyond what is stated as the high. It's going to be 34 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and that's going to be the same for 5 p.m. Humidity right now is 77%, and that feels like that actually impact the feeling. That makes it feel like it's 24 degrees outside versus the actual 30 degrees where it stands. UV index right now is 1 of 10, and the wind is blowing northwest at 15 miles per hour. There's a 43% chance that it's going to continue to snow throughout the day, and that's just for Tuesday, February 2nd. Tomorrow, we're looking at a high of 31 degrees, and we're going to move into that later on in the morning show. You're with StreetNOW News, Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. Right now, remember now, there's some massive wave hitting homes in Massachusetts. We also have some updates here of a Central Park in New York have been transformed by winter wonderland, and we have stories from the Weather Channel that's talking about the overjoyed pandas that just cannot get enough of the DC snow. Hey, you're getting your news right now from Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, StreetNOW News. We're going to jump right into the specifics of the day. The wind right now is blowing northwest between 12 and 14 miles per hour, and the humidity is 79%. Dew point right now is 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Pressure is 29.58 inches. UV index right now is low as it can possibly get without being 0. It's 1 of 10, and the sun rose at 7:13, and it's going to set this evening at 5:30 p.m. What about the air? Particle matter, the dust and all that stuff that we've talked about, it flies around in the air when the snow comes, and that means that the snow might have an impact on particle matter, and I think that breathe into your nose and your nasal, that goes into your lungs and your throat and your heart. Well, look, the air quality for today is where we're heading to, is where we're going to jump right into right now. It's 29 AQI, which means that it's fairly good. The air quality right now is considered to be satisfactory, as the air pollution poses little or no risk at all. Now, except for the sensitive groups. There are some sensitive groups out there where the air quality is considered satisfactory, but we want you always listen to your doctors and take heed to the things that they tell you to do and to pay attention to, not us. We're only giving you some basis. We're happy to make good sound decisions. Some of the air quality pollutants that we've mentioned in the report today, like I said, right now the air quality is good. The air quality right now is good. The AQI, according to pollutant levels of EPA standards, is 29, and that's really good. Basis on that, pollutants, nitrogen dioxide in the air is at a 9. Sulfur dioxide is at a 1. That's good. The microdust is at 11, which is good. And particle matters that's less than 10 microns is at an 8, and that's good also. Well, let's give you a little bit more information about these microns and the what we're calling PM. Particle matter. What does that mean? We're going to come right back to you on that, but we're going to give you a quick break here. Just a quick break. We don't want to overwhelm you with too much information. No, not too much information, not too soon. You have to give you time to digest all that stuff. It's almost like when you're eating some food. You gulp it all down. Next thing you know, you be choked. All of it come up. We ain't going to do that to you. When we're talking about particle matter, we're talking about the little things that's floating around in the air. And we're not just talking about those little things that's floating around in the air. We're talking about the size of those little things. When we say PM10, PM10 is the size is the size of your hair follicle. The size of your hair follicle that can blow into your nose. That's PM10. That's considered to be large for a microorganism. And so that's PM10. PM2.5 is even smaller than that. What that means is that the PM 2.5 is small enough that it can float in through the hair follicles size little tubes. If there are little tubes that's similar to the hair follicle, then PM 2.5 can flow through that and go directly into your lungs and into your system. That way. Carbon monoxide, you know what that is, and you know what the carbon dioxide, or the nitrogen dioxide is. And you also know the oxygen is what you're breathing in. We're just providing you with a little information here about what we mean when we say PM10, PM 2.5, PM anything, because we're talking about microdust. Dust that's in the air. Dust that's in the air. There's some dust that you can see. Well, that's the good dust because you can see that. Well, there's dust that you don't even see. And we call that microdust. And those things are the things that makes the air quality index what it is. Right now, the air quality index is at 29. That's good. And that means that that the pollution in the air where you are pose little or no risk, not even to you or not even to sensitive groups right now. So we want to thank you guys so much for listening to us on that. You're with Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. We're going to go ahead and rock and roll and give you a little bit more music. And remember, you should never stop. Give it to you like you like it. Well, as you know, the coronavirus updates is coming to you next from StreetNOW News. But before we jump into the coronavirus updates, let us make sure that we make the connection for you of the things that you breathe into your nose and coronavirus. Why you think you're wearing your mask? Why you think you're wearing your mask? You're wearing your mask because things are going into your nose and it's causing, and some of those things could be called coronaviruses. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why. That's why we have jumped onto the air quality reports. That's why we have jumped onto explaining to you what is microdust. We've jumped on the bandwagon of giving you the information that you need to make the right decisions about your life. Now we're jumping right into the latest coronavirus cases confirmed in Washington, D.C. and in the United States. We jump into we'll do the global listing for you later on tonight, but just in case, and that's a probable case. That's just in case we can get around to that. But right now we're going to jump into the corona cases confirmed in Washington, D.C. and also confirmed in the United States. As of today, when I say today, February 2nd, 2021, Tuesday, number of confirmed cases in Washington, D.C. is an increase of 136, an increase of 136. That confirms the number of cases in Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, is at 37,008. 37,008 is the confirmed number of coronavirus cases in Washington, D.C., and that is an increase overnight of 136. Number of confirmed cases in the United States of America as a nation. Now, you are aware that the United States is number one in terms of the most number of coronavirus cases around the world, right? You are aware of that. Well, you are now, just in case you weren't. The number of confirmed cases as of today, which is February the 2nd, Tuesday, coming to you from StreetNOW News, is 26,197,791. I'm going to give that to you one more time. Number of confirmed cases within the nation, United States, is 26,197,791. That is an overnight increase of 890. That is an overnight increase of 890 cases that was confirmed within the last 24 to 48 hours. I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, your journalist-in-chief broadcaster. I am in the car seat, that guy. I'm all for you. We're going to jump right back into the music here, and we're going to close out the day for you. Remember, don't you ever, ever, ever stop now. Don't stop now. Why are you stopping? Are you stopping yet? Don't stop now. I'm Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD, StreetNOW News, your Jack. Your Jack goes by no other name other than I'm him, because you made me. Now this is with Indacarseat, that guy, Terry DWAYNE ASHFORD. Your Jack goes by no other.